Hi everybody, my name is Aaron.
I'm Nayomi.
This is Heard It Now. Today we got Tyler, the creator, with his album Igor. We are super excited for this album. We're humongous fans of Flower Boy. I mean, just an insta classic the second it came out. So we're just ready to see what his new offering is all about. Let's get right into it with the first track, Igor's theme. It's already starting different than the last album.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were expecting this based off his Instagram posts. He basically was like, it's not any of my previous albums.
Yeah.
Please go into it fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what he's talking about. This is definitely more along the line so far production-wise as like a cherry bomb. Not as clean as Flower Boy.
I actually really enjoyed that song. It was all over the place in the right ways. Like, there was so many different elements and sounds, and it was fresh. It sounded very fresh to me. I liked it.
It's definitely a simplistic song, lyrically speaking. Musically speaking, there was some transitions in there. In the end, it kind of got very prog rocky. The thing I was thinking the whole time was that this sounds like a rock-based track. Like, it honestly featured a lot of rock-based instrumentation, the way that the rhythms were hitting, the drums were hitting. It didn't feel quite as hip-hop and more along the lines of rock.
Yeah.
I appreciate genre blending like that. Gets me curious as to what's coming up.
I enjoyed the little pew 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 pew. Up next, Earthquake.
Make my hands quake. Trying to breath, don't be shaking me up, and it's making my heart break.
Again, very musically interesting. The vocals, the way they're mixed in though, very odd. Dev Hines, his vocals were kind of bubbly sounding. Like it was weird. Like the way that it was mixed in, very odd. So far the vocals, from the first track to this one, very odd mixing. It sounds really drowned in the mix.
It was funny how he ended that I need, and it just like cuts out. I actually enjoyed that song too. I thought it was really interesting how you hear so much like muffled bass, and then you hear like spacey techno elements in there, and it's just like, what the fuck am I listening to? If you really like sit there and think about it. But it was really cool. I actually really enjoyed it.
On the music side of things, I really enjoyed it as well. On the lyrical side of things or whatever, I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of messaging coming through. Kind of minimalistic.
Like, kind of like a simple love song.
But the space rock elements you're talking about, in combination with this hip-hop bass and all that, he's definitely genre blending. There's a lot of interesting things going on underneath the vocals on the music side of things that I really do appreciate so far.
Like, the production is, like, spot on. Up next, I Think. To me, it sounds like they're getting ready to go into like some kind of like marching band, like.
Okay, I'm getting like a conga vibe or something like.
People are about to form and dance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people are about to get together in an organized structure and dance pre-choreographed moves right now. That bass, dude, when he's gone, he's just like on his flow. We need more Tyler in this album, all right? Please tell me more Tyler for the rest of the album, because I want this. This is awesome. Four. This is the most romantic fuck and skate have ever sounded. The instrumentation's so lush. That reintroduction right back into the chorus from the bridge, that was sick, dude. Like fuck, skate. Because it got dead silent. All of a sudden someone's coming in. Fuck, skate.
Yeah, I thought it was over, and I looked down, and I'm like, oh, no, it's not.
That was cool.
It's probably my favorite song so far. I really enjoyed that change up at the like in the middle end-ish part, and then I enjoyed like how they stopped. I just enjoyed the song.
He has a lot of attention to detail, and he's gone full stop. Like, I can hear the effort there on the music side of things, and this was vocally and in terms of his flow, in terms of the lyrics, everything, definitely my favorite track so far. Very romantic, both on the music side of things and the lyric side of things. Next track is Exactly What You Run From, You End Up Chasing.
Exactly what you run from, you end up chasing.
That was it?
That was it. We're just gonna jump into the next track, Running Out of Time.
Let's make you love me. Secrets.
Those little vocal insertions in there. Huh, huh, huh. He did that on his last track. He uses those type of sounds. I think even in his previous album. I'm not exactly sure what that's from, or if that's from a cartoon, from a movie, or that's just something he recorded.
He sounds like a fucking crow or something, like a fucking bird.
I like it though. I really, really enjoy it. It's almost like his producer tag.
Living and pretend. Keep it a buck 50, fuck all. Living and pretend.
His voice sounds so different right there.
Yeah, it's definitely manipulated. And I'm seeing that Frank Ocean somehow on this track, but the first verse and the bridge part that's supposed to be just Tyler sound exactly the same.
I know. Like a slightly less high version of it.
Yeah, like the only way you can tell it's Frank Ocean is because of how well it was sung, you know?
Stop lying to yourself. I know the real you. Halloween ain't film and lose the costume. You need to chill.
I enjoyed that song. His beat selection is really interesting to me on this album.
Sounds really organic. Like he's definitely sitting there at home playing all these instruments himself. It feels very organic. There's definitely like a running theme I feel like through this album so far. It's romantic. It's definitely love oriented. He's like the different stages. Sometimes he's saying I love you. In this case it seemed like maybe he feels like someone's not being real, either himself or the other person. He's saying take your mask off, take off the costume, it's not Halloween. Like stop, like lose your front, you know? Be you, be real.
Quit frontin'.
Which, hey man, for someone who's as popular as Tyler the Creator, he's hanging out with Kylie Jenner and he's hanging out with Kanye West. And so he's hanging out. Oh shit, I got the wrong Jenner.
You got the wrong Jenner.
got the
Kylie
wrong-
hangs out with Travis.
Oh my god. Tyler's gonna dislike this video. He's hanging out with one of the Jenners.
Kendall.
I'm not saying Kendall's fake, but I'm saying that people in Hollywood, that's the stereotype of people in Hollywood, right? Is that they're fake, that they're just showing it for the gram, they're showing it for the clout, all this kind of stuff. They're not really like genuinely in touch with their feelings and their humanity. And so maybe being in that world is kind of, you know, disillusioning his sense of reality, and he's trying to get back to it a little bit. Tyler has always come across to me as a very real person and true to himself. And so I'm sure he probably sees the phoniness everywhere and has a problem with it or doesn't really know how to deal with it.
Tyler recently just got in touch with his feelings in Flower Boy. You know, we all know that one.
Cherry Bomb had moments of romanticisms. This is by far the most overtly romantic project I think I might have heard from Tyler. I can't think of another project of his that's like this straightforward, lush, and beautiful. Even Flower Boy wasn't. Flower Boy was maybe more instrumentally clean, but definitely not as lyrically sappy. Next track is New Magic Wand.
Open a window.
Old school Tyler.
Oh, this feels good. This feels good. This feels good. The bass is both crushing my soul and yet lifting me out like a phoenix at the same time.
Like a phoenix.
Like a phoenix!
Again, like the phoenix on fucking Ben Affleck's back.
Oh shit. Let's not talk about that. He doesn't want us to talk about it. He doesn't want anybody to talk about it.
My eyes are green, I eat my veggies. I need to get her out the picture.
I've noticed pattern in this album. He's not talking about boys anymore. He's talking about girls now.
My brother said I'm on the spectrum. Don't call me selfish, I hate sharing.
My brother said I'm on the spectrum. That was a funny line.
Oh.
Shit.
Ayo, take one look in the mirror. Implications so clear. I live life with no fear, except for the idea that one day you won't be.
I actually really enjoyed that song as well. I thought there were some lines that were a bit funny to me, like my eyes are green, I eat my vegetables, and like little things like that. I enjoyed Sandy Gold. Her voice, she has a very unique sound. It would have been cool to hear a little bit more from her, but it was a really good song overall.
I really enjoyed that track delivered at the end there because, I mean, it was definitely right away making me feel good. I was digging the whole instrumentation, everything. And then the way that it introduced that kind of glitchy, bassy, electronic thing right before he landed that last couple verses, that that did it for me. Like, that was killer, dude. Like, it really introduced that verse. Like, it built it up, added anticipation, and then a delivery, you know? Like, oh, I can't complain. That was probably my favorite track off the album so far. Had a lot of dynamics to it. It was soft, it was hard, it was glitchy, it was weird, it was a lot. There's a lot to like about it.
Up next, A Boy Is a Gun.
You got me by my neck. That's why these other niggas lame than us. Cause all these other niggas lame as fuck. We show them no respect.
Sound-wise, it reminds me of Solange's album from earlier this year.
Okay.
I know you the worst for me. Boy, you sweet as sugar, diabetic to the first degree. My spotty senses got me on the fences. Oh.
I just said he was singing to boys again. You know. He said, boy, you're sweet as sugar.
Passive stressing. Oh, you faking your mad. Oh, you wanna go home cool, you better call you a cab.
I enjoyed that song. He was singing to a man because he said, you're my favorite garçon. He did say that.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just clarifying. I really enjoyed it. It was like a love song gone bad or something. Like, he's singing to this dude and he's like, boy, you're shooting me down. You know? Stay the fuck away.
On the music side of things, it was very pleasant sounding, but it probably wasn't my favorite song overall. All the other tracks featured a lot of transitions, a lot of different parts to it, and this one just kind of stayed in its place. The melodies, like I said, were pleasant. The lyrics were interesting. Conceptually, it was pretty interesting. But yeah, maybe it's just a little lulled for me. Like, it just kind of stayed, you know, in one place.
Up next, Puppet.
Talk. I wanna call you and talk. I wanna walk to your front door and knock. After I stop, my vehicle drive to your city cause we live in our park. Land at your driveway and put it in park.
This sounds like Kevin Abstract to me.
Oh, okay.
Like, even from like when the moment the music hit to like his rap flow and his sound of his voice. Sounds a little bit to me.
Starting off with the Tyler flow that I want to hear, I'll tell you that.
What do you need? Do you need bread? Do you need this? Do you need to be alone? I can wrap this up and get the fuck away instead. What is your wish?
Not only do I like the flow, but this concept I really enjoy. Just talking about wanting to please people, and then he's kind of starts skewing to the point that you're their puppet, you know, and they control you, they take advantage of you. I really enjoy him kind of explaining the dynamic, only because you wouldn't expect Tyler to be in a position to be taken advantage of, but you know, we don't really know him like that. He only shares so much on social media.
Music, best way of expression.
Yeah.
Oh, son, and you been trying to find your way to me. Hating me's not something that I hate to see.
First he's talking about getting shot down, and now he's talking about leave me alone. We're at the point where he's done with this person.
That's true. There is a bit of a transition, and good job on you pointing that out, because I didn't quite see that right away, but there is a little bit of a progression. Like, it starts out saying I love you and trying to like the introductory part of a relationship, and now it's getting to the point of like you're taking advantage of me, get away.
Yeah, the relationship is just toxic. He's saying that he's getting fucking shot down and he wants to be left the fuck alone.
Kanye West had an interesting verse on that. Really enjoyed the concept of the track, and musically pretty lush and beautiful as the rest of the album has been. Very romantic album so far.
Up next, What's Good?
Sounds like some 8-bit Super Nintendo bass.
Stuck you quiet with the mic on. I don't get anxiety, you saying Bowie ass niggas. I just get my mic on. Y'all said I wouldn't go nowhere. I took the detour.
Dude, he's ripping it on this track. This is really good. This is really good. This is fun.
Upbeat.
It's upbeat and abrasive. Like, the instrumentation's like lo-fi, but with the gain turned all the way up, so it's just like bursting out of your speakers.
Playing around with red nose, all you niggas clowns. Niggas turning it up, wishing I'm turning it down. Must believe it down, but ain't no lyrics to bring it down.
He's done an amazing job in this album so far of mixing these harsh elements and this very soft bridges and breakups into the songs. That's hard, soft dynamic is so effective, and he's just killing it on that front.
Check the aperture, ha 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 ha. I can't laugh at you.
Helen Keller, because they can't see the light. He has a vision, and they don't got the vision. Yo, this track is banging. This track is really fucking good.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Tyler, the Creator's over here dancing like how I'm fucking dancing over here in my seat, man.
I know, Spotify has this badass feature where they like add little images or whatever the artist uploads for the tracks, and he's over here dancing some freaking blonde wig. Looks like a fucking reject from like 1980 Star Search or something. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's crazy ass outfit.
I see the light. You never
I enjoyed that a lot. That was so fun.
Definitely a favorite off the album. It was fantastic.
I really enjoyed the do 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 do, like that beat. The way that they incorporated it, it wasn't like uniform. It was very thought out the way it was placed in there. It was really cool, just the way that it hit.
Like you're saying, eerie undertones in combination with that grating bass. Oh man, it was spectacular. Honestly, I had a lot of fun. It was upbeat. Definitely brought a rise to the album.
Up next, Gone Gone / Thank You.
Comparing scars we for dinner. Jump off the roof into the mirror. Feel like summer.
This song reminds me of Glitter off Flower Boy.
Oh yeah, Glitter. That's a good call.
Yeah, and we didn't like that one too much.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Glitter wasn't my favorite track off the Flower Boy, okay? So that's actually probably not the best thing to be saying right now. Really, really glossy, fluffy, poppy, glittery sound, I think is the best. That was an appropriate title.
Okay.
I wasn't really digging the vocal parts too much.
I seriously was just waiting for him to be like, sounds so much like it to me.
It's raining, my stupid ass brought umbrellas. I got a glimpse of your cloud and felt better. Now it's 90 degrees and all the tricks in my sleeve.
I appreciate the little bit of introspection here, you know? I mean, I'm not exactly sure why he feels like he ran out of luck. I mean, again, we don't know his life like that. He had a really cool section there where he was using weather as wordplay and saying, "Weatherman told me it wasn't raining. My stupid ass brought umbrellas. I got a glimpse of your cloud and felt better. Now it's 90 degrees and all the tricks on my sleeve is drenched in sweat and illusion because I jumped to conclusions." Internal rhyming there, and just the act of jumping to conclusions and it fucking up your chances with people or fucking up your relationships is something that doesn't really get touched on too much in music, but is probably one of the most common things that we all do.
So, I know we started out by kind of like being like, I don't know about this song, but it had like 3 major change-ups. And by the time I got to the second one, I was actually really digging it. And then I actually enjoyed to me it sounded like 3 songs, like 3 separate songs combined into one. And once it got to like when he started like rapping, I just enjoyed the song from there on till the end.
I guess the thank you portion of the track or whatever, like I also enjoyed that as well. Definitely more so than the front part of the song because it was just kind of a little too poppy for my taste. Just a little too glossy, too soft maybe even. The last half, I really got a genuine sense of who he is, his personality, what he's going through. You know, just to hear him like say things like "thank you for your time." A real sense of emotion there. Maybe going through some kind of heartbreak or some kind of disappointment in a relationship and he has to let somebody go. It seems so genuine. It made me feel a certain way when I heard it emotionally.
Up next, I Don't Love You Anymore.
Yo, that chorus is strange as fuck, but I dug it.
So did I. It was weird. Like, I don't love you anymore.
Yeah, it was like this really strange falsetto.
But now, moving on behalf, something for my feelings and I lost the family.
I keep wanting to refer to these songs as like love songs, but they're breakup songs. This is breakup music.
Yeah, no, the whole album, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 tracks, very romantic, but the lyrics are basically saying like there's some things going wrong in my relationship. The title says it all. I don't love you anymore. The next track is Are We Still Friends?
Yeah, like now after fucking he's shot you down, fucking don't want to see him anymore, you don't love him anymore. Are you still friends, Tyler? What? Are you bipolar?
I know, in the first track you're saying how much you love him. Goddamn, make up your mind, Tyler.
Could be multiple relationships.
That's true. No, this could be like all-encompassing. It could just be about his love life in general.
I enjoyed the weird sounds that were just like in there, like eerie sounds, and then the way that they manipulated their voice to sound higher and a little bit weird. It was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed that.
I agree. The vocal manipulations were fun. The chorus is very strange. The instrumentation was eerie, like you're saying. Like had these elongated keyboards in there, like.
Yeah, those noises. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Do that one more time.
Sounds like a fucking dying cat or something. A cat getting fucked, maybe.
Okay, no, I don't think you've heard what a fucking cat getting fucked sounds like. It sounds like a fucking coyote's eating an animal. That's what it sounds like.
We're bringing this album all the way back around. You know, started off with
Full circle.
Yeah, started off with the love shit, and now it's coming to the breakup shit.
Last but not least, Are We Still Friends? Oh shit, this is like 1960s.
Soul. This is some 1960s soul right here.
It's my mama's music right here, man.
I can't stop you, I can't rock you. I've been back there and I cannot got you.
Strangely enough, this is probably the best I've heard Tyler sing.
Okay.
I actually don't mind his voice when he goes for the deeper tones and not so much for like he's trying to sing in a classical manner and go for like this full range type stuff. He kind of just, boom, here's my voice. Take it. You know, it's kind of deeper. He sounds good.
You know, yeah,
it doesn't sound that bad.
His like, Are We Still Friends? It sounds very nice. Because it sounds like Tyler, the Creator. You know who it is. You can hear his voice.
Something about that yell literally gave me the chills. Like, just knowing that was the end of the album, I was like, man, that's such a good way to end. Huge, gigantic climax, you know? It was amazing. Pretty good.
Very good way to close the album. I was also going to say, he took us, like, on this ride for nothing, just so that he can say that he can't say goodbye to this person, if he is talking about specifically one person. What a ride, Tyler.
Yeah.
It was a really beautiful song to close out the album with.
If you were to take this song out of context, I don't know how you feel about it, honestly. But because we heard it as an album, and we heard, like, this journey, like you're saying, like, it just brought closure.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
This is final thoughts, where we give our favorite tracks and we give the album a rating. What are your favorite tracks?
Igor's Theme, Earthquake, I think, You Magic Wand, Boy Is a Gun, Puppet, What's Good, I Don't Love You Anymore, and Are We Still Friends?
My favorite tracks are I Think, Running Out of Time, New Magic Wand, Puppet, and Are We Still Friends? So if you had to give an album a rating, what do you give it?
I'm going to give the album an 8.2.
I'm going to give the album an 8.4 out of 10. If you like these music reaction videos, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that like button. It helps us out a lot.
Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Heard It Now.
Let us know what you thought of Igor, and please let us know what we should react to next down in the comment section.
It's going to be it, everybody. Thanks.